Are we live?
I gotta check the wires, make sure that we're connected.
Check it. Gotta check it. Ooh. Gotta check it. Hello.
Hi, friends.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. So I think we're here.
Maury says it's Monday morning there, 3 a.m. And now I feel like singing, Monday morning, you sure look
Maury
fine.
gets extra points for being here in the middle of the night, is what I think.
That's what I'm saying. That's pretty
It's good to see
amazing.
all of y'all. JJ, what are you singing?
Wait.
What is JJ's? Oh, 25 minutes to go. It is now 0 minutes to go.
Whoa.
Johnny Cash. It's always a great way to start out the live stream. What's going on, friends?
Heavy friggin' song. It's a classic.
It's you know, we're starting Holy Week. Here I go. Oh. I mean, it's come on.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Wow.
Thank you,
Hi,
Maury.
everybody.
It's good to see y'all.
Hi, Claudius, Amethyst Center, hello.
Hang on a second.
Carlos, hello. Arrow, hi. What's up?
Did Pearl Jam do a cover of the Johnny Cash?
Excuse me, what?
I'm gonna have to listen to that this afternoon.
Yeah, we need to find that.
Because Eddie Vedder
Interesting.
doing a Johnny Cash,
Oh
that
my
I have
God,
to see.
that would be amazing.
JJ, I will look forward to your post. I look forward to seeing that. Excellent. Who all is here? We've got
See,
lots
now
of folks.
Arrow said JJ with the final countdown, which exactly.
Hi, Barb. Good to see y'all. Glenn is here. Maury is here. Bruce and Janine.
JJ,
and
Matt,
Tom.
hi.
Quatus and Amethyst
Maury.
and Arrow and
JJ.
just a whole bunch of our
Bruce
friends.
Bowling, hello. Janine, hi. Freak49, hey, y'all. Tom, hello.
What's going on, Pete? All right.
Johan, hello to
We're getting
you.
it off started.
else do we
for
have?
I don't know. We got it.
Wait, go back down.
Uh-oh.
Glenn
Glenn.
D. Rienzo says, Mr. and Mrs. Daily Doug, that's us.
That's us. Okay, yeah, Steve, thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, sad news for Prague fans. Ray Schulman of Gentle Giant has passed away just in the last few days. Bassist extraordinaire. Let me tell you, before I tell you what's actually coming up this week, let me tell you a little bit about what we're up to in general lately. Our normal mode of operation is for me to, like, I know what song I'm going to do on a particular day. I wake up, I have my coffee, you know, I take my walk, I do my stuff, right? And then, you know, late morning, I read in, I get to work, and then I record the episode around midday, edit it, upload it to YouTube, and then premiere it with y'all later in the afternoon, and then I have a lovely evening meal with Megan. That is a normal, you know, work day for me. But over the past 6 weeks, 3 months, you know, since we've, you know, this new year, we've had a lot of issues with blocking on YouTube, more than normal, you know, and so what we've been trying to do is to work ahead a little bit so that I can upload stuff not for that day, but maybe for the next week, so that we can know, oh, this one is going to be able to be released, or this one is not going to be able to be released at this time, that sort of thing. So I would love to do some Gentle Giant on the channel this week, but I don't know if I'll be able to, because one, it's Holy Week, and I am a church musician, and I'm going to be really busy this week. And I have pre-recorded all but one episode for this week to have it ready to go, because I'm trying to work ahead as much as possible.
Holy Week's almost a busier time than Christmas is.
It is.
When you work in a liturgical.
It really is. I've got 2 services
church.
on Thursday, 2 services on Friday, a service on Saturday, and then 2 services on Sunday to lead and play and all of that. So it's going to be a big time week for us, but I have got y'all covered, friends. If I'm not able to sneak in an episode on Gentle Giant to pay tribute to Ray and to the wonderful band, I think that our next Behind the Score, which I have a little more flexibility with, because those are released on Vimeo, so I can kind of pick, what I'm up to. So I think, because I have access to a bunch of scores of Gentle Giant music, that the next time that I may do that. But we will see, because I am really trying to work ahead with getting our stuff together, because not only is it Holy Week this week and I'm really busy, but next week, the week starting on April 10th, we're going to be taking a week off.
Yeah.
And we're working ahead to get some videos prepared for y'all while we are away, because we've been busting our butts here, since the beginning of the year, just straight through. So we're going to take a week to kind of chill. But that's next week. This week is going to be a great one coming up. What we got?
It's up in the you can't see it now,
it's further
but
up.
I wanted to let you know that scroll up a little bit.
Scroll up a little bit.
Keep going. Wait, yeah. I wanted you to see. I didn't pay attention enough to know how you pronounced it before, but it's Quadeus.
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 See, I'm used to like
Thank you very much.
Quadeus, the American way.
Quadeus.
So Quadeus.
Awesome. Steven, I saw that. Metallica's got another single coming out. Yeah, and they've got, is that the title track, I think, is what's up.
Yes.
I think we've got some Metallica coming up later in April, but I think it's old school Metallica and not some of the new stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But let us know here in the chat if y'all are interested in seeing Doug cover that new track or some of the new stuff that's come out.
That'd be cool.
Because sometimes we're not sure. Sometimes there are a lot of folks who seem to really like, not just with Metallica, but with other bands in general.
The classic
who tend
stuff.
to prefer the classics or the older stuff and aren't so keen on the new stuff. But let us know if you're interested, because if we know that there are folks who would really like to see Doug react to and analyze and talk about it. And take and listen to the newer Metallica stuff.
Hi Metal Mark, good to see you. Mark is reminding us that Love Bites is still out there.
Yes.
And a couple weeks ago we did some Baby Metal, and that from Japan, and that one got blocked. It is now unblocked. So actually, no, get this, y'all. It is still blocked, but it's only blocked in one country around the world. Guess which country that Baby Metal is blocked in? Japan.
Yeah.
There you go. Because
it is
no,
what it is.
Japan. They blocked it in
it
Japan. So we'll be able to release that, I think, at some point when we get ready to.
Yeah.
It's on my Patreon if y'all want to see it. But Love Bites might be another one that people have been telling us about as a band from Japan to get to.
Yeah, see, Arrow knew.
Arrow knows all. Yeah, Arrow keeps me in line. Awesome. So last week we had a good week, and we started it off with some Judas Priest. You've got another thing coming. That was fun. I got to sing along and do choir warm up.
Yeah, I love that.
With Rob Halford. That was really
fun.
great. And then on Wednesday we were supposed to take a look at some Joan Jett, but that got blocked, and so it actually got unblocked, and then we released it just yesterday. So that one, Megan is with me. And y'all, I know, love when Megan is with me for a reaction, because she helps me to just calm down.
I'm still not entirely sure how I got talked into doing that one with you, but I do have fond memories of parties with awesome music, including Joan Jett, and maybe some beverages consumed.
Yeah, because I get in
and
my
a lot
head
of shout singing. So
I get in my head about what's going on. They expect me to say certain things about the music. Meg just helps me just loosen up and enjoy myself a little bit.
I kind of feel like and the problem is that.
Thanks, Tom.
Like, there are people who talk about you talking over the music, and then when I come on a video with you, then we're both talking over it. People are like, "Would you be quiet?"
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're here to react to it, so, but we, you know.
That's cool, Bruce.
I need to try to remember when I'm here with you to hit the space bar and pause things once in a while.
He was 12 years old at the Iowa State Fair. I bet that was in Ames.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's in Ames, right? Ames, Iowa?
I think that's
good
in
old
Ames.
Iowa State.
Yeah.
And Joan Jett was his first
cool.
concert. I got to see Elton John and Billy Joel at Cyclone Stadium. Oh, it was in Des Moines, he says.
Oh, Des Moines.
But at Cyclone Stadium, that would have been the summer of 94 that I got to see Elton John and Billy Joel. It was on their first face-to-face tour. And they went to Cyclone Stadium, and me and my buddy got to go see them. It was great.
Is Adventureland still open? That's Des Moines, right?
I never went to Adventureland.
You never went to Adventureland?
I stayed.
I wonder if that's
I'd
still
go to
there.
I'd go to Kansas City to Worlds of Fun.
Feels like it was a million years ago. Well, yeah, we usually went to Worlds of Fun if we wanted to take in, like to do a thing like that. But
Hi Jeffrey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Matt is saying.
Bruce says yes, went every year. Thank you, Bruce.
Rock
cool.
and roll. Let's see. Floor has a new solo album out. It is called Paragon. And thank you, Matt. I have seen some of her social media. She is also expecting again. So that is great news for Floor and fans.
So that's what I say, JJ. JJ says if you want the full uninterrupted song, then the original is always available. If you want to watch a reaction, discussion, and analysis, then that is what the Daily Dub is there
figure
for.
I'm here. I might as well say something while I'm here.
Can we actually just mention, because there are folks, like, it happens all the time in comments of your videos. Like,
but these people don't.
You talk too much over the music.
These people understand, though.
Well, you all get it. But, I don't know if they all know why, though. Why you tend to talk.
I'm a professor by trade.
Yeah.
I get paid to talk for. I'm used to getting paid to talk for a living.
Well, it's what professors do when you have a class, because you have a limited amount of time, and there's always a lot of information to cover, and so music professors are used to playing a piece and
talking while
it's playing.
We don't have time to stop.
Impart the knowledge to students that they need to have about that piece of music.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's true. I mean, you pause once in a while, but yeah.
Who was that? Loco asked about a tribute to Wayne Shorter. Loco, I just wrote down Wayne's name. I remember when he passed a few weeks ago, and so I'll see what I can do about that one as well. So let's see. What else was last week? We did Judas Priest on Monday, Heart on Wednesday. Steve Hackett, a Throwback Thursday, Shadow of the Hierophant on Thursday. I love Steve Hackett's guitar playing, y'all.
I do too.
He's
really
so much just a pro's pro, right? He's so good at the deftness of touch that he has on his instrument is absolutely beautiful. And I recorded that right before, like a few days before we got to see him last December. And I know that Steve is going to be coming back for a North American tour this year. So we're going to take a look and see if we can get tickets to that.
Awesome.
For sure. What do you got?
Quadeus says that they learn a bit about music theory by listening to you analyze.
That's
and
great.
I know I can speak for you to say that means the world to you.
Yeah.
Because teaching is your dearest love. And so
Hi, Pam.
Aside from me, of course.
Yeah, of course. And then on Friday, I released side one of my reaction for Days of Future Past from the Moody Blues. And, you know, I listened to the entire album of that for the first time on that reaction. And I mean, a few people have written to me and said, it looked like you were just blissed out listening to that. I was blown away by the expert level of the orchestrations in that, and how good the orchestra played, as well as the band. So, I mean, the day begins, dawn is a feeling, another morning, peak hour. I mean, what a great side of music. And I think side two is even better. So we'll have side two of that coming up, I think, in about a month that we'll release that one. But in the meantime, that whole reaction is available on my Patreon, as is my reaction to their next album, In Search of the Lost Chord. Right? Which reminds me, I need to do the next one in the list for the Moodies.
Cool.
Got so much music just lined up, ready to be reacted to.
It's awesome.
So it's great stuff. Thank you, Maury. Yeah, the training is an everyday slog. It's an everyday thing. It's just like exercising a muscle, right? So keeping that exercise, you learn to trust it, and it becomes just kind of part of your toolbox, you know, over a period of time. And it's been very helpful for me to develop my relative ear over the years. Oh, Glenn, thank you very much. He says, your review of Firth the Fifth was epic. I don't read music, but fully understood what you were saying.
Very cool.
That makes me happy. And Firth the Fifth is one of my favorites, I think, from Genesis.
Oh,
if
it's
not,
incredible.
it's hard to pick a favorite.
I was going to say.
Because there's so many good ones. I think somebody up in the chat earlier asked me about my favorite Iron Maiden song. It's difficult to say. You know, it could be the last one that I heard. You know, but I'm still grooving on the fact that I finished Seventh Son of a Seventh Son like a little over a week ago. I have since put that on the turntable and Iron Maidened out a little bit. You know, just groove a do.
When you said it could be your favorite could be the last one you heard.
Yeah.
I kind of love when you find
I really loved Moonchild.
Artists and bands that are like that, where you think that this is my favorite, it's absolutely my favorite, and then you hear something else from them that's whether it's new to everybody or just new to you, and you go, oh wait, this might be my favorite, and then you listen to some more and you're like, wait a minute, this is my favorite.
It's like asking
I love
me
when
what
that
my
happens. It's great.
It's like asking me what my favorite dinner is. You know,
you're like, yes.
It's the one that's
What's
on the
your favorite dinner, Doug? Yes.
The one that's on the menu tonight is my answer to that. So the people, our good friends, we've been talking for 17 and a half minutes, and we haven't told them yet what's coming up this week.
That's a big pet peeve for a lot of y'all, and I apologize.
I know.
Let's get to it.
But we're cute. So Matt, steak was on the menu last week for me. What are we making tonight? We're making fajitas.
Oh, Matt's having steak tonight.
We're making fajitas tonight.
Yes, we are.
Tomorrow, I think
I think we made fajitas. Wait, was it steak last week?
It was steak last Sunday.
I feel like it was on a very recent live stream that we were like, we're making fajitas. He makes the best fajitas.
I do make pretty decent fajitas. And
decent? Get out of here.
They're pretty damn good.
They're pretty damn good.
They're PDG.
Oh, that reminds me of a story. I'll tell it after you talk about
We're gonna make some ribs tomorrow. Now I'm off thinking about food, y'all. We're making some ribs tomorrow.
Just remind me to tell my PDQ story after we talk about the week coming up.
So this coming week, y'all, here's the thing. Tomorrow, on Monday, we have a Metal Monday for y'all that is an expanded edition of a Metal Monday. I'm basically doing a Friday episode on a Monday, and it's Dream Theater. I haven't done a numbered episode featuring Dream Theater in over 6 months, and the Dream Theater fans are feeling neglected.
I'm sure.
So what we were planning to do, oh, Teju became a patron last week. Rock and roll.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. So I was
to the family.
planning, so we had a patron over on our Discord say, you know, I can't believe that y'all have not done Dream Theater's hit. Their one hit, Pull Me Under. You know, the one that was on the charts and everything.
Yeah, that was really, I remember that, and I think I don't want to say who it was because I don't know if I'm remembering exactly, but I'm pretty sure I know. And they were like, how has this not been on the channel yet? I feel like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, because the Dream Theater fans were talking about other stuff first. But, so we had this on the schedule to do Pull Me Under for several weeks, and we were going to do it this Monday. on but when I told the council, so our council of Dougs, our top tier patrons who get to hang out with us on a Zoom call a couple of times a month.
Yeah.
Last weekend, I told them about, we're going to do Pull Me Under, and they're like, you also have Images and Words on the list for a full album. Listen, Pull Me Under is the first song. You could just listen to half the album or the full album, while you're hot. So that's what I did. I listened to the first 4 songs from Images and Words. Pull Me Under, Another Day, Take the Time, and Surrounded.
Awesome.
And it's not blocked. Coming to y'all tomorrow. So be with us at 4:30 tomorrow for a premiere. We're doing Images and Words. I know that it is still to this day a fan favorite for many of the Dream Theater fans. I very much enjoyed it. I got to hear James's voice before his vocal troubles, and it was unbelievable to hear the band back in that time. So yeah, the Images and Words, what I'm calling side 1, the first 4 songs, that's coming to y'all tomorrow. And I'm excited to get back to some Dream Theater. What we got?
Maybe we'll...
The Marillion fans are feeling left out.
I also saw someone mention...
You wouldn't feel left out if you were here, because I listen to Marillion all the time.
Here in our home.
On my own time.
I also saw someone mentioned Todd Rundgren, which would be really cool. So, yeah.
The Philly boy, Todd Rundgren.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Michael, I've put Ne Obligaris.
Ne Obligaris.
Yeah, that's the way to say it. That I think is going to be. It may be a few weeks, but it's on the active schedule, and we'll try to get it fitted in. So thank you for remembering that.
Peter,
for
you are
us.
on the money. There's just so much music,
So
which is amazing.
who was asking that? Maury is asking the photo behind on your left. Our right. Oh, this one over here on the wall. The Seurat, the painting. Is that what you're talking about? The print.
Print of Sunday in the Park.
Yeah, Sunday in the Park.
With George, but I don't know if that's what they're talking about.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, Fish fans are asking for more
Unless
Fish.
it's the
Symphony
photo
X fans are
behind
asking
my
for
head.
that. It's tricky, y'all.
The photo behind my head is of Doug and me.
Oh.
I don't know if that's what you're asking about. Yeah.
And Pam's asking for Jethro Tull. Well, I guess I won't take a vacation. I got more music to get to.
Yes, you will.
Let's see. Yeah, I will endeavor. Thank you for your suggestions. I really do. Hearing these and reading these while we're online really does help. Tighten our focus for what's top of mind. Yeah. Someday, Mark, we'll get there. Someday. So Monday, tomorrow, we've got Dream Theater Images and Words. On Wednesday, we're doing Ordinary World from Duran. And I remember this song being in high school. I couldn't get away from it. But I haven't heard it in so long, and it came recommended to us from our friend Andrew.
Yes.
And I was going to do it like a month ago. And right before, like the day before I was going to put it on my channel, Rick Beato did an episode on his channel featuring that song. So I thought I'd wait for about a month. And that has happened. And so now I am happy to share my take on Ordinary World by Duran with y'all. That will be on Wednesday. Yep, so now the sound should be back. Are we okay?
We should be now.
It's back. Okay.
A phone call came.
Yeah,
We're doing this on Doug's phone.
That came in because I didn't have my focus turned off. My silencing. Sorry about that. Somebody was trying to call me. So we're back here. All right, so
And we're
Thursday.
back.
And we're back. Thursday. Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Yes.
Friends. Talking about a group that we love.
Yes.
That hasn't been on the channel for a while. This is going to be a Throwback Thursday, and it's going to be one of the older Throwback Thursdays that I have done because we're looking at Trilogy. We're looking at Trilogy from ELP, and people have been asking for this song. I can't believe that I haven't released it yet.
Yeah,
I thought that I had.
That surprised me too.
I really did. I recorded my reaction to this song, to Trilogy, way back in February of 2022. So it's more than a year old. You will see a different background behind me, but the song is the same, and I'm happy to share that with all of y'all for a Throwback Thursday this coming week.
Janine, we love Duran too.
Great band.
As well.
Great band. I haven't listened to them in a long time, though.
Love.
Yeah, that's going to be great. So on Friday, here's what I'm up to on Friday, y'all. It was suggested to me a few months ago. They said, okay, Easter's coming, Holy Week's coming, Good Friday is coming. For Good Friday, you should really do the song Judas Iscariot by Rick Wakeman. And I thought, I don't know that one, but I know Rick. And and Rick comes with a pretty healthy dose of, reliability. He comes highly recommended. And so here's what I'm going to do, friends. I'm going to be doing, I think tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, the next Extended Play Lounge, the full album reaction that I'm going to do for my Patreon is going to be Rick's album called Criminal Record. So I'm going to do the entire album, and Judas Iscariot is the last track on that album. So I'll release the full album to my patrons tomorrow or Tuesday, and then we're going to excerpt the last song from that. It's about 12 or 13 minutes long, the Judas Iscariot track, and present that on Good Friday. I have no idea what it's about and or what it sounds like. I haven't really done a read-in. I picked it simply on his reputation, on Rick's reputation, and what I've heard from him in previous episodes with Yes and with his own solo music. So I'm eager to get back to that. Yeah, Soggy Tom, I'm doing the whole album, and that's going to come out probably tomorrow or Tuesday. So that's
over on our Patreon.
Because the reason why is I'm going to be really crunched for time later in the week because of my schedule as a church musician. And so I won't have time to do a big Friday episode. And so being able to do this as an extended play lounge and do the whole album, and then while I'm at it, just excerpt that one song for YouTube here this Friday, that's what I'm going to do. And it'll save me some time. And it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, we're still working on what's gonna be happening next week because I'll be gone and away from my computer.
Yep.
Great, David. I'm happy for that. It's I'm looking forward to listening to more from Rick. He's a great musician.
Jeffrey Wolf just mentioned Night Ranger and Sister Christian. That takes me back, man. Sister, do you know that song?
I've heard it.
Sister Christian, oh, the time has come.
Who sings that?
So good. Night Ranger.
Night Ranger. Okay.
I'm catching him up.
Okay.
I'll catch you
They
up.
only range at night? All right. Julian. All right. Hello from France. Good to see you. Rock and roll.
Hello.
Metal Mark. Aerosmith. Yeah, I've listened to Aerosmith through the years, so that may be something.
Actually, have you done? There's an Aerosmith song that I know, or a particular recording of one of their songs that I know you really, really like a lot. Have you done that yet on the channel? You should do that.
Do you remember what it is?
I can't.
I know that I've done.
I can't remember which song it is though.
I know that I've done "Dream On," a cover of it.
That's the one I'm. Was it a
Dio.
cover?
Well,
No.
I remember
There's a recording of theirs.
I remember being a
that
kid.
Song.
Okay. Oh, Pam, the one from Armageddon. No, thank you. Yeah, but Dream On. So I remember being a kid, and when
Dream On.
And when MTV turned, I think it was when MTV turned 10 years old. This is also the soundtrack for The Last Action Hero, that movie.
Oh.
And I believe that Michael Kamen, you know, the expert orchestrator, like the rock and roll orchestrator, right, did an orchestration for the band and an orchestra to do. And I remember seeing that done like live on MTV. And I think it was included on that soundtrack.
Okay.
And I loved that version of that back in the day.
Yeah, I remember you
the regular
playing it for
version
me.
of Dream On is great. I think Dream On is their best song.
I remember you playing it for me, that version, and it's really, really cool. We need more Riverside reactions. I love Riverside. I do. Riverside is awesome.
Yeah, y'all are reminding me of all of the stuff that all of the work that is still ahead of me. You know, this week we've got Dream Theater, Duran, ELP, and Rick Wakeman.
Love it.
You know, so we can only get to like 4,
really
sometimes even 3 in a week. So it's tricky to pick which ones to do. Brenda is saying the Moody Blues, Voices in the Sky. I don't think I know that one.
Oh, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
It's good.
I'll probably do Moody Blues. The way that I'll bring Moody Blues to the channel is the way that the way that I did it this past Friday. Is I'm going to be going through their classic albums in order, and then as I can, I'll release a half of an album at a time here on YouTube. So that's the way that I think I will be doing that.
Maury says, you have much work to do, Doug.
Indeed I do.
It's true.
You know, I wake up every day and I'm like, all right,
here we go.
Set the pins up and knock them down, y'all. Come on. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. But it's going to be a busy week, but a great one. And I'm looking forward to the music and to spending time with y'all.
Yeah.
Spring has sprung here. We had some thunderstorms just roll through here.
There was a tornado
not too far from our church last night.
At why is my brain not thinking? Where Six Flags is?
Oh, in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Jackson.
Was it Jackson?
I'm going to Jackson. That's where Six Flags is.
I think that it was Jackson.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm
It's out by the outlet mall.
correctly, but there was a tornado confirmed there. Pretty bad, and we were.
Thanks, Janine. See you soon.
Thanks, Janine. See you later. We were concerned about the terrible tornadoes in Little Rock because we've got. Doug's got.
My aunt and uncle live in Little Rock.
Have family there, and so we made sure to follow up with our folks there to make sure they were okay, and they are. But it wasn't too far from where they live, and actually, where that North Little Rock tornado was right in the area where y'all lived when you
I was
were
a kid.
and lived there.
We lived in North Little Rock.
That's
for sure.
That was scary. To watch.
But I mean, spring has sprung, y'all.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning of April, and our trees have been budding.
Yeah.
Here, which doesn't happen normally until like the middle of April.
Later, yeah.
So our warm winter here in New Jersey has caused the trees and everything to pop. So
I still think
I have snot everywhere.
I'm sorry, Doug. It really would not surprise me if in a couple of weeks we have like several inches
like an
of
April snow shower
on the ground, which would be such a Nebraska thing, right? Like all the times, like I remember April snow in Nebraska. Actually, there was one that was great when I was a kid. You wouldn't have been living in Nebraska yet.
Doubtful.
You would have still been in Arkansas at the time, but I remember getting a ton of snow on, maybe it was like a Sunday or something. And so they called off school for the next day.
Easter Sunday, wear your snow boots.
And but they called off, actually maybe it started on Sunday night and like snowed through Monday, and so we had Monday off from school, and I think we also had the next day off from school. But here's the thing, the second day off from school, the temperatures went back up into like the 40s or so.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. The sun was out, and all of the kids, they had the snowplow had piled up a massive pile of snow just up the street from us. And so we kids were like digging tunnels through the snow, and it was a fantastic day, sun shining in the 40s, and we just put our snow gear on and we were outside all day. It was awesome.
Where was that?
What's happening?
Tom and Mark, there was a theater that collapsed.
Yes.
Where was that?
In Illinois.
Illinois. Look at that.
Really awful.
Dang.
This, y'all, Mother Nature is angry at us because we have done her wrong over and over and over and over and over.
You know, but I'm realizing I could be Doug the Weatherman in another. You know, I could just come on and do some shorts and go, "We got us a thunderstorm. Y'all better watch out." I'll be the weather boy. Actually, do they?
Climate change is real.
I don't. Maury was asking if it's a pants off Sunday. It's soon gonna be. Tell you that much.
And the reason for that,
I've been wearing pants since way too early in the morning.
The reason for that will be because it's about to be nap time.
For sure, yeah. So our Sundays are get up way too early, put on my pants way too early, go play a couple of services, and go to the grocery store, come home, have a little lunch, enjoy our time with y'all, and then it is a Zonkatron for a few hours.
It was Belvedere, Illinois. Thank you, Metal Mark. I couldn't remember which town in Illinois. Yeah, it's really awful.
Yeah.
And listen, if any of y'all are in these areas with these terrible, destructive tornadoes,
y'all be careful out there.
Be careful out there, and just know that we are, Tom, thank you. We are with you, and keeping you all in our thoughts and in our hearts.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, everyone be careful out there.
Yeah, Pam is saying that it's gonna be golf weather. I got my golf clubs over at the church. I got to get them cleaned up and ready to go.
Yeah.
Get you and Bill is saying, oh, here's an interesting thing. Red Tide by Rush is their contribution to the climate discussion.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Red Tide Rush.
That's a good note.
Roll Tide. No, it's the wrong time. Red Tide Rush.
Why are we mentioning the Apollo Theater in Chicago? Did something happen there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Was it in Chicago?
What?
That theater, there's Apollos all over the place.
No, the theater was with the roof that collapsed was in Illinois, Belvedere, Illinois. Maybe is it a suburb of Chicago? I don't know.
Don't know.
That could be.
Sure. Yeah. Red Rain, Peter Gabriel.
That's one of my favorites.
Pam was always coming in strong.
Red Rain coming down. You know that song.
I do. That one I know. Cool. Sorry, Arrow. Sorry,
Arrow says, "Doug, say roll tide again," and I write.
The LSU heart of Arrow just skipped a few beats. He's like, what the fuck?
Peter Conrad wants to know what your handicap is.
My handicap now is my back. That is what's handicapping me. When I was younger, y'all. So here's the thing. When I was so how much time do we have? It's a live stream. They don't care. So one of the main reasons why I never heard all of this music as a kid growing up, a couple of reasons. One, my family was not a musical family. Okay, we didn't play records. We only heard music in the car if dad or mom decided to turn the radio on. And usually it was country station or NPR or something. And when we weren't, or when we were listening to stuff, we were watching sports.
Yeah.
All the time. Something was on television. Instead of listening to music or watching movies or that sort of stuff, I was watching sports games. I was a jock as a kid, and I was going to go to college on a sports scholarship. And I really hurt my shoulder. I hurt my left knee playing basketball. I hurt my right shoulder pitching. I was going to go to college on a pitching scholarship. I'm 6'4". I've been 6'4" since I was in 9th grade. And, my dad was a pitcher, and he played in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Before he broke his shoulder. So I was a jock, and even like, in the evenings, you instead of listening to music, I'd listen to the game. I'd turn the radio on and listen to the game instead of music, and so it's caught up to me all these years later. By the time that I switched from being active in sports to active in music because of my injuries, then it was just I had to start learning all the repertoire that I hadn't heard all these years. So it was really a joy to work through all of that on my own. The way that relates to golf is that I worked my way through college, through my undergrad, working at a golf course. And I got decent enough at it that I worked for a couple of years as a club professional, which means I did not carry a handicap. Throughout my 20s and 30s, I was probably like a 4 or 5 handicap. If I went out and played today, I'd just be hoping to break 100. I don't think I haven't played since 2020. I haven't played in 3 years. Mainly because I had a really bad sciatica attack, and I've been trying to get my back better before wrenching it by playing more golf. Yeah. So I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get out and play this summer. Maybe it's just some putt-putt.
You've been working really hard to...
I'll take people's money at putt-putt, y'all.
It's true. You've been working really hard to strengthen your core and your back and to stretch your hamstrings, and you've been doing a really good job.
Yeah.
I wanted to point out JJ, where is that?
Don't call it a comeback.
This is a great book title, actually. From Baseball Pitch to Perfect Pitch.
How about that?
I kind of like that as like a book title.
Yeah.
If you ever write an autobiography, there you go.
There you go. We'll throw him a curveball. Okay,
Golf is brutal on the back. Yes.
It is. So let's remind everybody what we're doing this week. So tomorrow, you gotta be here tomorrow, even if you're not a metal fan, y'all. This music is great. It's great stuff tomorrow. Dream Theater, Images and Words.
Yeah.
4 songs as part of side 1. And then on Wednesday, Duran Duran, Ordinary World. Thursday, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Trilogy. Friday, Rick Wakeman and Judas Iscariot for Good Friday. And it's going to be absolutely great. What did I see? Christian is saying, how did you become so musical after a non-musical upbringing? I got the bug for singing in a choir in 8th grade. My family moved from North Little Rock, Arkansas, where I had grown up my whole life, to Omaha, Nebraska. And I was going to be going into 8th grade, and I was a good student, so I didn't really need a study hall. The choir teacher happened to come by, and while I was talking with the guidance counselor, and say, you should join the choir. We need as many guys as we can get. You'll love it. I'm like, I really don't know how to sing. you know, and I was an 8th grader. You can understand, you know, at the time, which octave you're going to try to sing in, you know. But when he said, "Oh, well, we've got this year we've got 35 or 36 girls and like 8 boys," and I was like, when does choir start? Because that sounds like good odds. But so that's where it started. But I got the bug for singing along with somebody else, breathing with the rest of the people in the choir, for the harmonies that happen, for the team aspect of it, about how everybody has to buy in and we're making something in real time. I just fell in love with it. So throughout high school, I was starting to kind of seed my musical, what would be my musical future, while I was doing a lot of the sports stuff. So by the time I got to my senior year, I lettered in baseball and I lettered in music. So that's on my letter jacket. I got music on my letter jacket. How about that? And it was just a year or two later, I tried to make it work with my shoulder, and I just couldn't do it. I got dead arm. I just couldn't throw anymore. Yeah. And so it became
that injury
my opportunity to get more involved in music. I was a choir rat, so I got, you know, I was practicing and looking at all of these great choir pieces, and I thought I could write one of those. Let's try that. Write a choir piece. Hey, that sounds good. And I loved it. People responded to it. They're like, this is great. I get to sing along. And that started me on it. I just wanted to hang around as much as possible because it gave me life. I absolutely loved participating in it. It gave me something competitive to do that where there aren't really any winners and losers. You're just competing against yourself and trying to be as good as you can. And so by the second year of college, I switched to be a music major, and the rest is history. And I've got my my bachelor's, my master's, my doctoral. Where is it? There, back there, behind you. Doctoral degree, and I'm still learning every day, every day. Thanks, y'all. This is great. This is great.
I think someone already answered the question. There was somebody who asked for the non-Americans in our viewing audience here, what age is 8th grade? Roar of the Tiger said about 14 years old.
Yeah, 13, 14, something like that, depending on where you are born in the year.
Yeah.
Metal Mark, I was always pretty decent at math and logic and analysis and patterns, recognizing patterns.
Puzzles.
Yeah. Doing that stuff. I've always been fascinated by that. If my mom wanted to shut me up and make me do something for like 5 or 6 hours, she'd put a puzzle out.
Yeah.
And off I'd go. I'd just go. Just
Y'all should see him doing a puzzle because he just gets like
I'm in the zone, y'all.
Gets in the zone and like the forehead crease here. And he's like focused. And he'll kind of like have his hand hovering over things. And his eyes are like, he's scanning, and he's like,
yeah,
he's fast.
Yeah, sometimes
I'm like, how are you moving so fast? And he's like, we're fitting together, and
I really love my analytical brain, but that's also why sometimes I'm not reacting as emotionally as a lot of you are, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on and why it's so effective as a piece of music. What's going on with that. That's that sort of stuff. Yeah, great story. That was fun to tell. Thank you all for hanging out. And to come full circle, now we're talking about Ray Schulman again. So rest in peace to Ray Schulman. It's sad news that we lost one of the great longtime members of Gentle Giant. And I think I'll be looking at a Gentle Giant song on my Patreon relatively soon to pay tribute to Ray and the band.
Excellent.
Yeah. One more time, y'all. Let us recap what is going on this week. Hang on a second. Strixus is saying Marillion has a song called Jigsaw.
Oh.
There you go. I'm going to have to listen to that as well. Monday is Dream Theater, Images and Words, Side 1. 4 different songs included there. Wednesday, Duran, Ordinary World. Thursday, Emerson, Lake and Palmer and Trilogy. And on Friday, we're going to Rick Wakeman with his song Judas Iscariot, topical for Good Friday, which is coming up this week. Willie is asking if I have any of my original compositions. I've got a few of them. I don't have as many great recordings of my own stuff as I would prefer, but there is a playlist. If you go to my channel and you go to the playlists, I do have a playlist that has some of my original compositions. I also have a playlist of me playing and presenting some meditation style music as well. Great. Anything else? Okay. Claudius is asking, how close is mathematical theory to music theory?
Interesting.
Music theory is just a mod 12 system. You know, mathematical systems, we have like mod 10s, we have, you know, whatever else. And it's just all relational. So the relation of one thing to another, and being able to analyze it and kind of visualize the structures. If you see my eyes darting when I'm listening, that's me trying to visualize what the music looks like. Right? I'm kind of consulting, like when my eyes do this and I'm kind of darting around, I'm looking at the sheet music in my head as I hear it. Because that's a skill that I've developed over the years. If I'm going to compose something and I have a sound in my head, it's a good skill to know how to write it down. You know? And that didn't come easily for me. It took years and a lot of hard work to get better and better and better at that. So kind of what I'm doing here on YouTube is a reflection of all the skills that I've developed over the years.
Yeah.
And it's just really a whole bunch of fun to share it with all of you, to hang out. We both love these Sunday afternoons when we get to hang out and just chat
so much fun
with all of y'all and kind of cultivate the community here and hear what y'all have to say. Yeah.
Ian Nichols says Pythagoras contributed to both.
That guy was a stud.
Indeed.
Yeah. Pythagoras.
Pythagoras.
Yeah, awesome. I think we've been going for long enough, friends. This has been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I'll post here in the description what the actual songs are as soon as we're done. And tomorrow it's going to premiere at 4:30, so be here or be square, y'all.
I also wanted to point out something that Arrow posted here in the live chat. Speaking of you and your own compositions, you have broken down some of your own compositions in our Behind the Score video series over on our Patreon. If you want to check any of that out.
Some of my friends' music too.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's patreon.com/Doug Helvering. And you can see the Behind the Score videos, the extended play lounge, which are full album listens. Also our once a month fan favorites videos.
We've got a new one just a couple days ago.
Just out. So
9 songs in one video, y'all.
Those are all available at the $5 per month tier level and up from there. That's great. So yeah.
We're also working on another course, online course that we're not ready to announce just yet. We're working on that, but coming soon to a Patreon near you. We're going to do another music course.
That may include...
I'm trying to get John Franek to teach it with me.
I think it's going to happen.
I'm going to wring his arm and see what happens. I'm bigger than he is.
You know he wants to.
I know. We just got to figure out the schedule.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out the schedule.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Y'all, this has
it'll be about composition. Ish, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if we talked about, like, astrophysics, we wouldn't be, you know, the right people to talk to.
I'm saying not music theory, but it would be about, not a music theory or that kind of thing, but it would be a composition.
Stay tuned on that. We will let you know.
There's more to come.
I believe that is all for today, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great day, a great week. Be excellent to each other, as Schultze says. Be kind
to each other.
Absolutely.
Be excellent.
And we'll see you soon. All right. Great week coming up. Cheers, y'all.
Yeah, excited for the week.
Peace.